Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Richland One Story. I'm your host, Amber Mackey, and I am so excited for the episode today. I have a Teacher Cadet student from Dreher. For those of you who don't know, Teacher Cadet is a program used to draw young people into the teaching profession. I have none other than Mia Amos with us, who is a student at Dreher. Hi, Mia.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Mia, you're our first student, and I'm so excited that you're here.
Yay.
Yay, you're so adorable. So, Mia, for people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Mia. I go to Dreher High School, and I am the drum major in the Dreher Marching Band. I am also a member of the Dreher Choir. And I guess I'll say 3 facts about myself. I love video games. I have been since I was really young. I have 3 dogs, and my favorite colors are blue and green. I can't choose.
You don't have to choose. I have 10 favorite colors and nobody can stop me. I love that. Mia, you seem like a fantastic student and we're so happy that you're here today. So Mia, you're part of the Teacher Cadet program. Tell us a little bit about that process and how you got to do that.
Well, first you have to show interest, right?
Right.
You get the email saying hey, you got into Teacher Cadet. And you have to write an essay, right? So you're kind of recommended for the program-ish, but you can also kind of sign up for it if you go to your Teacher Cadet teacher at the school. You have to write an essay. I don't even remember how many words, but an essay, a good essay, not and about your favorite teacher who inspired you. And it could be from anywhere, elementary school level to high school level, anyone,
Oh, so you did it. Great job. What teacher inspired you? Who did you write the essay about?
I wrote it about my choir teacher, Miss Mackenzie. I had a lot of other teachers like Miss Tillman and Miss Schweikert who inspired me to get to that level, but Miss Mackenzie got me back into choir and really inspired me to become a teacher because she was always talking about the pros and cons about a teacher, and she would talk to me one-on-one about it. So what do you want to do for college? Do you want to go into teaching? Let me know if I can help. And then would also give me some opportunities in the classroom to kind of help teach others.
I love that. A good teacher really does benefit you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how important their roles are in shaping the future of students. So shout out to all those amazing teachers out there.
Yes. Every teacher.
Every teacher. Kudos to you. Mia is so adorable. She just said, I love it. So Mia, you're assigned to school in Teacher Cadet, right?
Yes.
You were assigned AC Moore.
Yes.
You told me that's one of the schools you went to when you were younger. Tell me about that experience and what that means to you.
Well, I went there from kindergarten to 5th grade, and going back there has been a little bittersweet, more sweet than bitter, of course. I just remember going around the halls with when I was younger and being I don't think I'll ever come back here. And then, years later, I'm back here and I'm able to inspire other kids to do their own thing, Right.
I know you're shadowing a teacher, correct? She's your corresponding teacher.
Yes.
What are some things that you've learned from her that you want to carry on in your classroom in the future?
Well, I did the music class, right? So that's Miss Turner. Love her. Amazing. And this was also her first year at AC Moore. I don't know how, I think it was 3 years before AC Moore, but she was growing with the program as well. And some key things was she was always open-minded, and she would always play every music genre, every type, and expose the kids to every type. And just having that open-mindedness helps you as a teacher in general. And I hope that I can be more open. Not that I wasn't open before, but you can always be more open and have loving arms,
I love that. You want to be a teacher in the future, correct? How do you think this Teacher Cadet program molds you into being a teacher?
It gives you all the most of the tools that you need. And of course you need a college education, but it helps you at Teacher Cadet level to not dumb things down, but kind of simplify things to a level that high schoolers can understand it. So how kids develop their brains and the moral development, how the brain learns, the different learning styles. It gives you all the tools you need to go into the college being a little more prepared than you were before.
Right. And honestly, education plays a big role in everything we do. So it's really cool that you get to learn firsthand how it is and kind of dive into it before you even get to college, which is really cool. So Mia, what is your favorite part about being a Teacher Cadet?
Experiencing being in the classroom. I know I said this a lot before, but behind the scenes of education, no one knows what actually goes on in a teacher's life. And teachers put forth so much time and energy to help the kids and develop bonds with the kids. And that was my favorite part. Not saying goodbye to them. Goodbye to them was the worst part because I loved every single one of them, and I developed a bond with each and every one of them. And I go back and they see me and they're like, "Hi, Miss Amos," and I'm like, "Hello," and that was I know you said best part, being able to actually develop with the kids, develop as a teacher, develop with them as they are learning, as I'm learning. It's a very special connection.
Yeah, it's like you're growing together.
Yes.
Mia, I cannot wait for you to teach my kids. Literally, I am going to request, if I can, that Mia Amos is their teacher. You're going to be amazing. You really are. So Mia, now that you have did a deeper dive into the teaching profession, what are some of the key qualities that you think make a great teacher?
I've already said open-mindedness, but also being open to learning more. I guess it also comes with open-mindedness. And there's many different stems, but being willing to learn from your kids and being willing to learn new things all the time, always being a student, that is probably the most important part. Always being willing not to just to be the teacher, but to be the student as well and be able to flip-flop the roles.
Mia, you're so smart. They said when you stop learning, then you stop growing. So I think it's an important key to always wanting to learn. Education doesn't stop when you graduate. It happens throughout your whole life. So I think that's a great fact. Mia, so Mia, how do you plan on applying what you learned in Teacher Cadet to your future career?
Keeping in mind that every student's learning path is different. That is something really big because I know my learning path. I know my learning style. But as I'm going into teaching the kids, they probably don't know what their learning style is off the top of their head or what it is exactly. And being able to adjust to them, I want to be able to implement that into my teaching so that they can better learn from me and better learn from other people. Because once you find that out, you can learn better from everyone.
I definitely agree. Well, Mia, that wraps up our episode. Before we go, though, I do want to ask a fun question. You said, Mia, don't get nervous. You're raising those eyebrows. I'm not going to ask you to sing. I promise I'm not going to ask you to sing. Maybe next time, because I really want to hear that amazing voice that I know you have. But Mia, you do love music. If you could perform with anyone in the world, who would it be?
That is so difficult because there's so many good artists out there, so many different bands, so many different people you could just, bond with and, but if I were to say one person, Taylor Swift, that is very cliche.
Love it.
But she was the reason why I started writing and started wanting to do music more. I was oh, well, she did it at my age. So I can write songs too. And that helped me with all of my music as well.
Well, I'm a Swiftie. So when you do get to perform with Taylor Swift, I'll be holding a sign that says, "Go, Mia, go." And Mia, you better call me on stage so I can play the drums or something.
I will.
I believe you. Well, Mia, thank you again for joining us, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
That is all for the Richland One story. I hope that you enjoyed this conversation today as much as I did. For all things podcast, please go to www.richlandone.org/podcast. And to keep up to date with all things Richland One, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, we are Richland One.